like so. And for today's mission, we'll be doing a little tune-up on this lawnmower, which is a Troy-built TB110 with the 550EX Briggs & Stratton engine. Perfect for springtime, because you know your grass will be getting tall. Anyhow, follow me as we put in this work. In today's tune-up, we'll be changing the air filter, the spark plug, changing the oil, draining and replacing the oil, that is, and we'll be installing a new blade. See what this tall grass thinks about that. And our tools of choice are going to be ratchet, a couple different size sockets, an extension just in case, and we're going to throw in some gloves just to be clean and on the safe side, you know what I'm saying? So here's our lawnmower, as you can see it in all its glory. I have it sitting on two stands just to bring it up to waist height, make it easier to work with, and for recording this video I thought it'd be better to put it that way. Anyhow, that is the lawnmower, and let's get to it. Welcome back. Here we are. We're going to go underneath the lawnmower to access the blade, right there in the very middle. You see that bolt head? It's going to be a 5/8 right there. What I've done here is I've stuck this piece of wood through here and out the grass chute. That is going to hold our blade steady while we twist that bolt out, because if not, that blade is going to try to spin every time we twist it. And for this operation, we're going to use the ratchet with the extension and the 5/8 socket. So let me work this magic real quick and I'll get right back with you. And just like magic, it's out. Pay attention to the shaft there. I took off a little excess stuff that's wrapped around it. Pay attention to the little grooves on it. See little grooves on it? Those will come in handy later on. As far as the rest of it, here's your blade. Comes off in 3 pieces. You got that piece that goes straight up. You got your blade. And you got your 4 pieces here. You got your bolt. You got this little piece. You got your blade, and then you get this piece. So, 4-piece setup. Let's get that new blade ready to go. Now, a very important thing when changing out your blade, you got to make sure you put the blade back on the same way it came off, or else you'll have an upside down blade and it's not going to be cutting like it's supposed to. You're going to be struggling. So anyway, if you don't know, some of these blades have markings that tell you this side facing grass. This blade does not. However, we can reference the old blade. You see the little design here left behind by the little piece that goes there, and then you see the inside there. You see the shapes kind of like a stretched out oval, pill shape almost, if you would. That matches this shape, so make sure your blades are aligned correctly. Very important. Put everything back the same way it was. Alright, let me get this thing together and put it back on. I'm putting this back on. If you remember earlier I said pay attention to the grooves on that shaft. If you see that little groove right there, it's got to align with the groove on this. Let's see where we are here. Alright, see that little thing there, that's got to slide into the groove. This little thing, both of these sides got little holes and indentions in them. They all fit together like a puzzle piece. So just put it together correctly. Line up that with the groove in the shaft. Alright, I got my board in place again to keep everything, to keep the blade from trying to turn while I tighten the bolt. That bolt right there, put that 5/8 inch ratchet on it, socket combo, tighten it up really good. Once you're nice and tight, then you can take the board out and we can move on to the next step. Blade change is done. Okay y'all, here we are again, top side of the lawnmower. Our next mission is going to take out the spark plug and replace it. So we're going to be focused on this area right here. Now, tune in as I remove that spark plug. Here we go. So what you're going to want to do is take this off. Now, they do make pliers you could use to kind of pull this off without damaging anything, because there are sharp edges, and you could cut yourself. Or you can just get in here and kind of wiggle it around, boom, till it comes off. Spark plug is right here. What you want to do is take your ratchet socket, and I'm going to go ahead and use this extension just to give me a little room. You always want to make sure your lawnmower is on a steady surface, just in case you break that. Once you got it broke, you just twist it on out like so, and voila, you have your old spark plug. And we're back again with our new spark plug. For some reason this one's got a bigger, it's a bit different in size, but this is what came with the filter and spark plug combo I ordered from Amazon. So, said it's specific for this lawnmower, so we're going to see if that's true. Let's pop this bad boy on. Like I said, it does have a bigger size here, so I'm having to use a bigger socket. Get it in here. Get it aligned. Get the threads right, and just start threading it in by hand. Easier said than done at the moment. Timeout. And we're back. Sorry for that, I had to get all up in there. You know, all up in there to get that thing on right. Because it's giving me a hard time. But anyway, I got it threaded by hand all the way. Now I'm about to hit it with the ratchet extension and bigger socket that fits that one. Get it nice and snug. Shouldn't need too many turns. Doesn't have to be the tightest ever, but nice and snug. And that'll do. Now, what we do is take this little guy, put it right back on here. Listen for the snap. And voila, spark plug has been changed. Now we can move on to the air filter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and now it's time for the air filter replacement. That little spot right there, that's where we're going to focus our attention. So, what you want to do here is pull this little tab up, and bam, drop that down. Old air filter, super nasty. Yup, toss that. We're going to come in with like a superhero with this brand new crystal clean air filter. Pay attention now. Watch this. Watch this. Ooh, ah, look at that. You pop these little things right there. And you go, and it is done. Magic. Right in your face. Boom. So, that leaves one mission left. Let's change the oil on this bad boy. So let me set that up and we'll be right back. Alright y'all, here's the oil change part. What we're going to do is remove the dipstick from where you put the oil in, and then we are going to tip the lawnmower over and let the oil spill out into that oil pan. Try not to spill anything, it's going to be messy. I don't think a lot's going to come out because I know for a fact before this mission was started there wasn't much in there in the first place. So let me get that going and let's check it out. Look at that Texas tea, that black gold, that Eureka. That's nasty. So we're gonna let it drain like so for a little while. I don't know if you can see it, but it is draining into that pan a little bit. Not a whole lot came out, but there was definitely some up in there. We're just going to let it sit like that for a minute. Drain, drain, drain away. Anyway, be back with y'all shortly. Alright y'all, once you've let that sit and drain for a little while, I've tipped it over a couple times and brought it back and tipped it back and brought it back and tipped it back and brought it back. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Let it drain out real good. I also grabbed my dipstick off the floor and cleaned it up real nice, you know, removed any dirt and debris. You always want to keep that stuff clean, so just keep that in mind. So my next move is I'm going to turn it right side up. I'm going to grab a funnel and my oil for my lawnmower, and we're going to fill it up. So stay tuned. Alright y'all, we're back. So, this is our oil right here. Focus, focus. Focus. There we go. See that? Premium 4-cycle engine oil. It's a E30 Briggs & Stratton. Got this at Lowe's. You know, you can use in your lawnmowers, a bunch of other small engine equipment. And we're about to dump this, and the rest is history. So it recommends to use about 14 ounces of this stuff. This is an 18-ounce container. I used about 4 ounces earlier. Anyways, I'm going to try to dump the rest in there. Funnel in place. Down the hatch. Drink, 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 drink. Try not to overflow, because then we're going to make a mess. We overfill this bad boy. Or bad girl, whatever you may be. I don't know which. There we go. It took it all. I'm going to let it sit here for a minute and get every bit of that out. You know, because that does cost us some bread, so let's get the most out of it, you dig? Once you fill this with oil, go ahead and put your dipstick in. I like to leave it in for a second. Take it out. Check your oil level. It should be between the two dots that are here. There's two little holes right there. Should be either in between the two holes is what it's showing. So if your oil level is right, it's going to be in between them two holes. But I tell you what, we're doing a lot better than what we started with. Yep, we look good. It's between the two holes, the oil's clean. You know what I mean? Looks like a winner. One more thing I need to put on, which I took off earlier, but this is an easy process. This is a quick on, off type of deal. This is if you don't use the bag on your lawnmower. I don't like the bag, so anyway, this goes right here, hooks underneath, and voila, it's done. You have now completed your mission. Your lawnmower is ready to kick some tall grass ass. You feel what I'm saying? Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned anything from this video, be sure you visit my page, hit the like button, subscribe. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and check out my son's videos on his page, Mower on TV. Check that out. Hit the like button, subscribe, show some love, leave a comment, share it. Do what you do. Use these techniques to get your lawnmower and your grass right. Anyways, that's it for me today. Peace out.